Alright, so I've lost 50 kilos and I've helped 30 others lose weight, and I've managed to figure out a pattern among those that are successful and those that aren't. And it's this idea that is pretty simple but needs explaining, and it's that those that are successful actually want it. And so in this video I'm going to share the marathon paradox, and this will completely change how you view your goals. So let's get into it. So in the new year, many people will set New Year's resolutions, as you may know, but data shows that only 90% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolutions. And so when I started to be curious about why so many people fail their goals, I started to ask myself, hold on a second, when people run marathons, how come there is such a high success rate? I've literally never met anyone that has run a marathon or signed up to run a marathon and failed, unless they got injured. And so even though both activities of achieving New Year's resolutions and also achieving the marathon require discipline, commitment, willpower, all those things, how come there's such a stark difference in the success rate? And it's because of three different reasons. You see, when people sign up for a marathon, they sign up and they run for a charity, and this cause is bigger than themselves. And so this creates an internal commitment to finish what they started. Because when you sign up for a charity, at that moment, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for something bigger than yourself. And so when you set your goal to lose weight, when you set your goal to get in shape, it can't just be to get a six-pack. It just can't be to look good on holiday, because that's only for yourself. That is a little bit self-centered. Now, I'm not saying those things don't matter, but I'm saying that having a reason that goes beyond yourself and transcends yourself can be so powerful in allowing you to stay committed. For example, there is a whole group of dads who become fathers who end up getting in shape, and it's not because they're doing it for themselves, because they probably don't care that much, but they do it because when they're 60, when they're 70, they want to be around for their kid. They want to be around so that when they have grandkids, they're able to chase after them. And so if you're a young guy and you're asking yourself like, you know what, I'm just not motivated, then find a reason that goes beyond yourself. Now for me, when I exercise and I want to go to the gym and I want to eat well, often it's not even because of the looks. Because the thing is, the look comes way after you do the behavior. But it's about how I feel in the moment and how I perform. But it's not even about how I perform for myself, but it's about how I perform for my business. Because if I'm in shape or I'm exercising regularly, I'm eating clean, then my brain is working better. And if my brain is working better, then I'm going to be able to produce better work for you guys who are viewing this video, but also for my clients and for the people around me. And so finding that reason that transcends yourself, the metaphorical charity or the metaphorical cause that you're doing all this for, can make it even more motivating to stay on course, to continue doing those uncomfortable actions that will eventually allow you to lose weight. Now, the second reason why marathons are able to stay committed is because they publicly announce that they're signing up for the marathon. Now, most people don't really think about this, but when you say to other people that you're doing something and then you don't do it, it is kind of embarrassing. And so when marathon runners sign up and they say to everyone, hey, I'm running a marathon, can you pay into my charity? If they don't end up doing it, they're gonna feel a little bit of shame. They're gonna feel like, fuck, I told everyone that I'm gonna do it and now I'm just a fucking loser. Yet with New Year's resolutions, people don't really say that much, because I think there's this subconscious fear about, hey, if I fail, or then I'm gonna look like a loser. And so sometimes when you set a goal to lose weight, it is way better to just tell everyone, hey guys, I'm on this journey, I'm gonna lose 10 kilos, because then you're accountable to everyone that you've told. Then it is a little bit embarrassing if you don't try and lose weight. If you tell everyone that you're trying to lose weight and then go and eat a cake and drink a litre of Coke and, I don't know, have 10 beers, then that just means that you don't have any integrity. And so leveraging the social obligation that comes with publicly announcing that you want to do something like lose weight can be incredibly motivating to stay on course and do the things that you know you need to do in order to get in shape. And the final reason is something that no one talks about, but it can be so powerful. And it's just having a clear structure, training plan, and deadline. You see, often we say, oh, I want to lose weight, but that's vague. That doesn't mean anything. We can't control the amount of weight that we want to lose. But when you sign up to a marathon, you figure out, what runs you need to do, when you need to do them, you block them in your calendar, you have a deadline for the race, you set all these milestones along the way so that you know that you're on track to be able to run the marathon in the end. And so when you think about your goal to lose weight, then think about, what is the deadline? How long am I going to be doing this for? Think about, what are the actions that I need to take on a weekly basis, and give yourself clear physical actions that you need to take instead of saying, I'm just going to eat healthier. Because when you give yourself clarity in what you need to do and the inputs that you need to put in to get the output that you want, then it becomes a whole lot easier to do the thing that you're meant to do. And so if you enjoyed this video, then check out this video where I share exactly how you can stop procrastinating. Until next time, peace.